Okay, so guys, today is the day that I react to Infections of a Different Kind, Step 1 by Aurora, and you watch me do it, if you want to. I've never been more ready to listen to an Aurora album. I feel like I'm pretty into her music right now, so I feel confident, yeah, I feel sure. So the first song of Infections of a Different Kind is called Queendom, and I have to tell you that maybe I already said to you, but I know this song because it was one of the songs that my friend suggested me to listen to before we went to her concert, a concert that we never went to. And I know this song because it was used in a Netflix series called Elite.
The silent, the women will be my soldiers.
Yes.
With the weight
some atmosphere here.
The Queendom comes. The Queendom comes. The sea waves are my evening gown, and the sun and all the mountains are with me. Oh, drink. I will be your warrior. I will be. The Queendom comes, and hate the way it hides from me. You have a home in my queendom. You have a place. The Queendom comes.
She's definitely the queen of positivity to me, and every time I listen to this song it makes me feel part of something bigger than me, you know? This is what this song means and what this song means for the fandom, Aurora's fandom. I mean, all the warriors, I believe they're called. With this track, she's opening a new chapter and she's welcoming us in. First thing she wanna do is she wanna make sure that we know that we are accepted in every shape or form or religion of gender, sexuality, and everything. I mean, if there's a thing that I love about her is the fact that she's inclusive. She's always been, because she's part of the underdogs actually. She decided to call this song Queendom just for that to me, and to underline the fact that she created this queendom and this land where we can all be free and experience joy and dance and have fun and everything. So first verse is a statement, of course, and the second verse we find elements that are common in her lyrics, such as nature. She always does that, and I'm really proud of that, and I'm really happy that she keeps doing that.
If I'm out of daydreams, if I'm touched by wonder, when I'm blind, don't swim with me, darling. I prefer if I'm left with a rose in my hand, let it go. It's the don't understand what cry. It's the beauty. I forget how emotion stands when they are, how the sun feels when she isn't around. When something is missing, I'm in love, alive. If I'm left with the rose and tears, I'm not this. How do you make two girls love you inside?
Yes, empowering. This is definitely a song that you can dance to while crying. I mean, if you think about it, it has a deeper meaning behind this upbeat production. As I said in the past, and as I will be saying throughout this video, she always managed a way to turn something depressing and sad into something positive. So, I mean, I wish I had that mindset in me, you know? But that's why we love her music, because when we know that we cannot change that side of our personality, we can listen to her and we can be reminded that it is possible. This song to me is about freedom again. As the chorus suggests, is the beauty of forgotten love. So you don't have to ask yourself why, but you have to always see the positive side in what happened. You know, if you're there, if a rose is dying, that's just because it has to. To me, it's just that moment when you realize that you lost a person that you love, a partner or a friend, and you feel free in that loss. It's a complex feeling, it's a complex message, but it makes sense if you think about it. You just have to read the lyrics really closely and think about the meaning behind every single word. Creepy.
How cold a tear can feel within this universe. I will be lost, moving from stay here. I throw myself in the like a gentle earthquake, it intensifies. And if the fire dies, my body will. The fascinating way you change your color, purple and pink.
All these colors.
Traces of our I lift myself. It's like my lungs are breathing fire.
These parts are so creepy.
In the 11th earthquake, it intensifies. It's like my
reading through the lyrics, actually, I think that this song could be about either rebirth, especially in the last part in the bridge, but it could also be a really, really intelligent metaphor to talk about sex, especially when she talks about flower and that finally opens, and that last part, the outro, twisted body parts movie synchronized, all the flowers grow to a luscious field, all connecting love becomes a human shield. I mean, it made me think about that, but it also made me think about the fact that it could be connected to the previous one, Forgotten Love, and this is the aftermath of leaving a relationship, so that feeling that comes with missing. I also like the title, Gentle Earthquake, the juxtaposition in it, and how an earthquake could be gentle. So again, the fact that she sees everything in a positive way, it's so refreshing, even though the production on this one was a little creepy, but she found a way to make the production a little brighter with her message. That juxtaposition found its way in the production too.
I feel down, you need to know I wasn't anymore. Don't around this storm. All that I know lies within me through the dark. All that
Oh, that change.
I don't know where to begin. I carry all they could feed on me. Lies within an ocean. All that I see came to me. What is pure if the heart can collide?
This one must be the vulnerable one. To me, it's a message to people to show their true selves, because sometimes we're just scared to show our emotions and we just build these walls all around us. So she's showing us that softness that she has inside. She's basically saying to us that it's okay to be soft. I mean, it's okay to be pure and innocent and to show our vulnerable side and be an animal too at the same time, you know? We can be both. and we have just to find that balance to control everything. Again, she's talking about darkness, but I always believe that darkness has a positive meaning or could be interpreted as a positive thing. Ollie Soft is telling us that we don't have to be harsh on people, and we always have to consider the fact that we don't know what a person is going through, so we have to really be patient with people and just accept them for who they are.
Eyes blue and hollow, feathers falling out of your pillow. I can't remember much more. So quiet. How is the end gonna rain as I look this wall apart like a stone can fall 1,000 pieces? It happened quiet.
Production.
So quiet. Now through the window.
Wow, Take Me to Church, the outro. Fuck. So first off, great example of how a production can match a message and the voice production. When she says in the pre-chorus, I know it happened quiet, and the music stops, and then before the chorus we have that little pause to make us realize what is happening. Lyrically, it's so well written, and we have so many pictures in our head and so many colors, and we have the full story unrolled just in front of us. I like all the imagery behind the chorus, the words falling out through the window, the fact that they are in a closed environment, a house where everything is closed and nobody else can see and hear them fighting, and all that is left is a silent call because nobody can really hear them and nobody knows what is happening, the fact that some of them may be losing their lives. And then that line is the earth color red. I mean, the last thought on a person's mind before dying is this question, you know. It's just so hurtful to read and to listen to. But then it comes, the last line just has to justify what happened. Love is wild, so shit like this can happen, you know. This one definitely talks about an abusive relationship to me, and she did it in the perfect way. But the most interesting and different part of this song is the last chorus, when she changes all the perspective of the song and she says, don't you speak over my voice, I will return from the shadows. It could either means that she's coming back as a ghost to haunt this person that hurt her, or that she found her voice and she found her strength to fight back. So maybe there's a double ending to this story, you know. But then the outro didn't really give me that hope. But I want to be positive, as she taught me throughout these months listening to her. So I hope the person dying that she's talking about is okay and is well and alive.
He told me I belong in a churchyard, but I wouldn't get far. He told me I belong. Words pointy like arrows. Ooh, as his anger broke free. Please, will you remember me?
Oh, fuck this production.
Tell me how it seems in his heart.
most interesting production so far. I didn't expect that explosion in the second chorus. I like to see this song as a continuation of the previous one. Maybe the person that died or didn't die came back to haunt the other person involved, or just stayed the fuck home and found their voice. I think that she chose certain words just to create a connection with the previous song, especially in the first verse. As a general thought, I can say that this song I think is about power in general, and how sometimes people think that when they are in a position of power, they can and must use it against everybody just to clarify it and to state their position. But also it could be about an abusive relationship. If in the previous one she talked about a physical abusive relationship, in this one is more a psychological abusive relationship, and we found references in the first verse.
In my water, and when I drink, it cuts my skin when I run. And in the corner of your eye, I saw a dream that never died. When love it was. My body falls around, let me turn it to pain. All of the leather, cotton bed, they find a heart and catch your breath. Let the speak to me when
Harmonies.
speak to me,
Wow, that chaotic outro at the end, it was everything, especially considered the meaning behind this. In Soft Universe, she's definitely asking for a world that she can relate to and where she can be free and where she can find freedom and where she can find hope and love and joy and all of the things that she really is not seeing right now. She's putting out all the positive stuff in the pre-chorus and all the negative stuff in the verses. And in the choruses, she's actually asking for this change. Is a cry for help to me that explodes in the outro. And in the bridge, when she's humming, she takes her time to process and to help listeners to process what she's saying and what she needs.
it's a feeling growing old with time. The world is a hole and we all seem to fall. Unfolding our arms cannot do any harm. And if there is a God,
Wow.
so belong to us all. Be God in the shade, I beg to be dreamed. Infections of a different kind. The world has been attacked. Believe in all.
That's a great question.
Be God in the shape of a girl who walks this world in, so I can stay for a while.
Wow. Wow.
This is breath. This is.
Wow, the connection, fuck. The connection with the first part of the project. I mean, this outro came in like the ocean. I mean, in emotion like waves. It moved every single feeling in my bone, and I mean, I'm blown away by the outro and by this song and how gentle this song was. And everything she said in this song, I think that she carried the message and the meaning that she was talking about in the previous song, Soft Universe. And she actually takes her time to ask herself and to ask questions about the world and how we turned like this. I mean, why we act this way and how we ended up like this. This one is a song that you have to listen to a lot to really fully understand the meaning behind it and to actually answer all the questions that she's asking. The most important to me was the one in the second pre-chorus when she says, I beg to be drained from the pain I've soaked myself in so I can stay. I mean, that line is everything, and that reference to God being a girl is just her mind. I felt that religious influence in this song. Maybe she's asking herself if there really is a God, why certain things happen in our world and why we behave in a certain way. This whole project felt so solemn and right. I'm really curious to know if there is a connection with the second part. I believe so. Stick around to find out what I think about the second part. I'm in love with her. What else can I say? She's really in touch with her deeper self, and she knows how to bring every single emotion out and how to have this emotion alive and present with us. Let me know what you guys think about this project. Thank you for watching and see you pretty soon.